Why is it that the children of these so-called billionaires, they cannot run their father's businesses?
Welcome to the masterpiece, Timothy Hara.
Why is it that whenever a billionaire or a millionaire dies, then also the business dies? Why is it that? In this video, I'm going to answer this question. Why is it like this? I'm here in Africa. I've seen a lot of people who've got money. Some families, they had money, but since the time their parents died, that family became the poorest family. I started wondering to say, what is happening? And we are in the community where a lot of people, they say a lot of things concerning businesses, concerning business people. And unfortunately, if that person dies a death where everybody cannot believe, then everybody will start insinuating to say, maybe this is what happened, maybe they sacrificed this, maybe they sold this, they sold their bodies, they sold this, they sold this. That's why these people, they have become poor. There are things that you need to learn as a business person, and there are things that you need to do. Business is a practical thing. Just like I've been telling you guys, business is a practical thing. You need to practice it. You don't speak business without doing it. You don't do business without going outside there to see the market, how the market is. You do business through act. These billionaires, millionaires, or these people who've got money, whenever they die, even their businesses dies, it's because they did not teach their children how to run a business. There is a group that I like so much here in Africa, and I like these guys, the so-called the Somalians. These guys, they know how to run businesses. And there is one person that I know, the person that I do order my goods from. I'm telling you, this business has stayed there for 100 years. His father died and is still running the business. And he is teaching his young son to run the businesses. So a lot of us Africans, we don't have that spirit to groom our son, to groom our daughter on how to run a business, on how to control things, on how to spend money, on how to control the market. This is the reason why we end up being poor while our fathers, they had money. This is the reason why a lot of people are laughing at us, because our parents did not teach us. African parents, sometimes they're so selfish. They are so selfish. They don't want their children to inherit what their fathers had. They don't want that. They always want their children to fight so that they can have their own. I think we should change that mentality. I think we should change as Africans. If we want our children to come and benefit and their children to come and benefit, we should start grooming our children on how to control things. All we do to our children as Africans who are in businesses, we teach them on how to spend money. This is what we teach them. Each and every day, whenever he's going to school, you give him money. Or go, you buy this, you buy this, you buy this. No. you are spoiling your child. Teach that child on how to make money. There is one father, or there is one elder person who told me to say, I'll never give my son a free money. I want him to work for me. Whenever he works for me, and then I'll give him money. And that's the way it's supposed to be. A child should know that for him to have money, he needs to work. If you keep on teaching your child to say, work and I'll give you this money, then that person will grow up with the same mentality and will keep on working. And if he keeps on working, he will know that whenever I have this money, he will know how to spend that money. And sometimes, as children, whenever our fathers are telling us to learn something from him, we think that maybe our father or our mother is troubling us. And we are going to say that he doesn't love me. All he wants me to be in the shop each and every day. Whenever I want to go on weekend out, I want to party, he says that party will not give you anything. Just do this and this for me in my shop, and then you are going to have this. He doesn't love me. He doesn't love me. This is the mentality of us Africans. We don't recognize to say, if my parents is doing this, then he or she doesn't say she doesn't love me. No, she loves us. She loves me. That's why she's doing that. I remember when growing up, my mother used to make fritters. That time, I was just young. I was in my sixth grade. Whenever my mother makes fritters, she would say, when you come back to school, you come and sell these fritters. And when it's on weekends, it's me who's supposed to sell those fritters. Sometimes I can even make fritters to sell for her. That's what I used to do. So the first time my mother had the grocery business, that was in 2012, 2011. So my mother had the first grocery shop which she had. So that shop was run by me and my other siblings. So each and every day I used to be found there. And each and every day, whenever I'm there, my mother used to tell me to say, whenever you are here, you run this business so well. Continue doing this. But as for me, I used to see that my mother she's just troubling me and she's just mistreating me. That's what I used to think. And there was this holiday, I didn't want to make fritters for her. I had to travel to visit my uncle, and that's where I was staying for for the that period, just to spend my holiday there. Now, when something is into you, you will never run away. You will never run away from it. Uh, I went to school. I completed my grade 12. I went to tertiary education, which is college. I went there. I also completed that. And I started thinking of what I wanted to do for my life and for what kind of a business that I wanted to venture in. And I just find myself that I'm doing grocery business, which my mother was doing. Just find that I'm doing that and I'm enjoying it. I went to look for a job. I went this side, look for employment. I went this side, look for this. But I cannot find that employment. The employment that I can find is just me doing the same business, which is a grocery business. And this is the time now I've started realizing to say, my mother was not troubling me. Was not troubling me. My mother was helping me to be a better person. My mother was helping me to be a better business person. My mother was teaching me on how to run money. My mother was helping me on how to spend money. My mother was just teaching me how to control finances in that small business. Now I'm trying to run my own business and trying to control the finances. You see? And this is what I want to teach my child, my son, to say, my son, if you are here for the business. When you go to these Somalians people, whenever it's holiday, the schools they've closed, you find their children there playing around there. It doesn't mean that they are just there to play around. They are there to learn something. They are there to learn something. If you're asking for something, and then the father will say, "Oh, Junior, go and get that. You give this person." Just through that, that person is learning. Let us not spoil our children as business people. Let us not spoil our children as millionaire. I know this video, a lot of people, a lot of you are watching, you've got money, you're watching this video. You've got big businesses, you're watching this video. Start grooming your son, your daughter, so that that daughter will never suffer. Because I've seen a lot of people, a lot of children, they're suffering just because their father had money. Them, they've become poor, the poorest people in the community. Wow, their father had money. It doesn't mean that they were Satanists. They were they were using juju, which is African medicine. No, it's just that these people, the father or the children did not learn from the father on how to run businesses. This is the mentality that we need to have as children. Whenever our father is running our businesses, we need to have that mentality. We need to have that mentality. Learn. Thank you guys for watching this video. This was Timothy Hara, the masterpiece. Guys, I'm out. And I'm sorry I'm not sounding so well because I've got flu.